Hey guys, Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury channel. And today guys, I'm making a video. What are predictions for 2022? Yes guys, that's right. What are Rolex predictions? And what am I talking about there? Well, I'm not talking about are they going to bring out a Coke? Are they going to discontinue the Milgauss? I'm not going to talk about that. I'm talking price predictions. What's going to happen in the next 12 months? And guys, I want to talk to you about supply and also what is going to happen. Now, before we start this video, I'd like to show you, this is my Rolex Submariner. I'm wearing the Submariner, the 41 mil date. I absolutely love this Rolex. Okay, what's the predictions? You know what, guys? I would like to be here telling you that supply will increase and they will go, everything will get back to normal. But that ain't the case, guys. What's happened is we technically are the richest we've ever been. The government has turned on the photocopier. Actually, they're not even printing the money. The Reserve Bank, on their spreadsheet, they use an Excel sheet. They've moved the decimal point along and they just pump money into the system. They're not even printing the notes. They just bring in this money through handouts and welfare and many things like that. Now, guys, I got to tell you something. What is going to happen in the next 12 months? Well, let me tell you indeed. What's going to happen is Rolex is going to get even harder to get. That's right, guys. Rolex is going to be even harder. And what you're going to see happen is basically Rolex watches will become only available. They're only going to be available to people who have bought jewelry and other brands of watches from that retailer. You really need to have a spend history. And when I say a spend history, I'm not talking $500. I'm talking $100,000, $200,000 spend history. It's absolutely horrendous. And I've got to tell you, to normal people out there, even if you think you're a bit, the sun doesn't shine, you think you're a bit up yourself, you might drive a 3 Series or a C-Class, you think your shit doesn't stink. Well, let me tell you this. Your petty crumbs will not get you anything special with the AD. You need to have a spend history of the last year over 100,000 US dollars. That's right. That is a big spend history. We're not talking pocket change. We're talking massive money. Now, I got to tell you what's going to happen. It's pretty damn simple. It is pretty damn simple. You're going to see Rolex Steel Sports. It's never going to improve in the next year or two. It's any Steel Sports that comes up, because what's happened is we have conditioned the market. Anyone who is offered a Rolex Steel Sports, like a Submariner date, an Explorer, Explorer 2, a Milgauss, Air King, if you're offered a GMT, Pepsi, Batgirl, Batman, whatever. If you are offered one, you will snap it up and you'll put it into your collection. Some of them will resell through flippers. Yes, they will. But most of them will be absorbed because what's happened is Rolex, over the last couple of years, they have educated the market. The market now is saying this is an investment. So this is the worst possible thing that could happen. They've made it an investment class asset. So what you're going to see happen is your humble submariner. The submariner. This type of watch itself here, I've got to be totally honest with you. This is something you should be able to walk into an AD and buy. You really, really should buy. Should be able to go in and pick one up. Now, unfortunately, that isn't the case. There's prices on the grey market. What I think you will see happening is pieces like this, they will become double retail. That's what I'm predicting, guys. All Rolex Steel Sports will become double retail. That is basically what will happen. I'm not talking the Cermits or the Panda, the really, really high. I'm talking the standard Submariner date, black dial. I'm talking Explorer 2s, Milgauss, Air King. What will happen? The Explorer 1s, they will become double retail. That's what you'll find. In the next 12 months, they will all become double retail. Now, what else is going to happen is that the common garden variety Datejust, the Datejust, you know what's going to happen to the Datejust? The Datejust, they will continue to be hard to get, okay? Even the two-tone Datejust, which was, you know, that was kind of, you know, that was one of the lesser desired watches. They will become incredibly hard to get. Champagne dial two-tone Datejust, that will be, you know, they will even be selling over retail. The Oyster Perpetuals, I got to tell you what, with those dial, the Tiffany dial color, that was just brilliant marketing, brilliant timing. It's just created a frenzy. Believe you me, a frenzy. An absolute frenzy that's frothing at the mouth, a frenzy of Rolex people. Oh my God, that has just gone ballistic. What's going to happen to the Panda? Let me just tell you this very simply there. People are saying Bitcoin will hit 100,000. You know what's going to happen? The Panda is going to hit $100,000. That's right, guys. Forget Bitcoin, forget crypto crap. What's going to happen is the Panda will hit $100,000 within the next 3 to 5 years. That's right. It'll be $100,000 watch. You're also going to see then everything gets pulled up in a rising tide. Everything goes up. You are going to see everything become so difficult. Now, what I think the interesting statistic is, what is going to happen to precious metal? Precious metal. The day date 40, yellow golds, you know, the solid gold sub, solid gold root beer, you know, solid gold. What's going to happen with them? They're going to continue. They're going to continue to be extremely difficult to get, and prices are going to be over retail. They are never becoming to what they were before. They are unobtainable. That's it, unobtainium. They are absolutely impossible. They kind of, the thing about precious metal is people aren't that rich to actually afford this shit. When you got lower middle class people, lower middle class who are saying, oh, I'll get a Oyster Flex or I'll get a solid gold this, man, you know you're in the wrong business. This is headed for a kaboom, a kaboom. So, you know, precious metal, I think what you're going to see is a lot of hoarding. People, particularly in Asia, in China, you're about to see the housing market. It's going to implode, and rich people want a store of value. What do you store? Well, gold bars. Nah. Rolex. Solid gold. Rolex. Solid gold Rolex will become like bullion is. That's what'll happen. This is the reality. Solid gold Rolex, it's going to be an investment. It's a long-term investment. And I've got to be totally honest with you. In the new year, you will start to see high-end luxury car dealers will take Rolex as currency. That's what you'll see happen. Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren dealers, they will say, we'll take Rolex watches at the market price. That's right. And I've got to be totally honest with you. To the average lower middle class guy with a steel sports Rolex, do not sell. Hold, hold, hold. These will be double retail within 12 months. All steel sports Rolexes will be double retail. The two-tone, like the two-tone Submarinas, the two-tone GMTs, what's the prediction for them? They'll be $150, 1.5 times retail. Solid gold, that'll be a case-by-case basis, but it's basically it's never going down, never going down. In the next 3 to 5 years, you will see the Panda will be $100,000 watch. The Rolex Panda will be $100,000. Forget this, as I said, forget crypto crap. Bitcoin will hit 100. Forget that garbage. Get yourself a Panda. They will be $100,000. Steel Sports Submariner, that'll be double retail. That'll become the new norm. The new norm. Guys, I'm ArchieLuxury. This is predictions for 2022. Tell me what you think. And guys, I will see you in the new year.